Alright everyone, welcome back to the Witcher Enhanced Edition Part 11. So, picking up after last episode, I did of course the early chapter grind of everything, currently sitting at level 39, so I kind of overdid it with the grinding, but I wanted to show you guys just how good it is with the cockatrices, that you can get ridiculously high levels without it taking nearly as long as it would take to grind levels with the Graveyears in the previous chapter. I also did the boxing and everything in between the grinding sessions, so back up to around here after I bought all the new books in this chapter, read everything, restocked my potions. I sold both the City Guard ring and the Prophet of St. Lebioda's ring because we don't need it anymore. Put together everything you'd need for this chapter. I've got 10 spare white gull for potions, some more tawny owl, sugar dolls and pieces of candy for a later quest. You got 7 alcohol, the Barghest skull we need for another quest, flutter fangs, red women's gloves, a diamond, silver ruby ring, sapphire, 3 pieces of wyvern meat, 5 medium alcohol, 1 strong alcohol, and I'm trying to remember if this is quest or not, but I was holding on to it just in case. This silver ruby signet ring, I picked it up off a corpse in the swamp. And for monster parts, you're going to need 12 ghoul blood, 5 graveyear bones, 5 fool's parsley, 3 archispore juice. You're going to need 11 kikimore claws, 5 cockatrice feathers, 1 beast fang, and 1 scimitar jaw is everything I was able to grab during the grinding session. There are a few more bits and pieces we can't get until we get access to other areas. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head back to the Swamp Tower, and we're going to turn in the quest to Kalkstein, and we're going to take out one of the trophy monsters and then go back and get the other one.
Greetings, Witcher.
What are you doing in this tower?
Finally! I've waited so long!
Kalkstein.
The greatest discovery of my life! Know that you fully earned your reward.
Alright, that gave us 1,000 orans and 2,000 experience. And like I said in regards to the grinding, you really only need to get to like 35 or 36. I overdid it with 39. I might actually finish this game or hit level 50, which is the level cap prior to the end of the game, which is alright, but again, you don't need to go as overboard as I did with the grinding. Interesting. Yeah, and these are some of the fun new enemies, the kikimores. They're not really that hard to kill, just strong silver style will take care of them. There's Voref, we're going to kill him first. Thought you needed to use steel in him, but apparently you have to use silver. And just to show you what I've spent my skill points on, I've maxed out strength, dexterity, stamina, intelligence, ard, ingi, and strong and fast style when it comes all the way up to gold. I picked added vitality, filled out all these right here. I don't usually bother getting vigilance or precision. They're usually just not worth it because you have a very limited number of gold talents you'll get. I'll pick up potion tolerance later, but I wanted added endurance more so I can cast signs more often. Same with intelligence, I'm going to get mental endurance again at some point, and possibly intensity depending on whatever else I decide to max out. Gale is never a bad thing, but it's not on my top of my list. Same with duration of incineration, it's not that great. I'll cap out steel. Probably afterwards you'll want to finish out group silver, and then get the 3 top golds for all the steels, and then just start working in the attributes a little bit more, and that'll be about it for the gold, and then you can just spend whatever you want on the rest. I'm also nearly capped out on bronze talents. I only have 6. I only have 6 more places to spend it. Yeah. But yeah, level grinding in this chapter is one of the best. There is one in chapter 4 that has great creatures that give great experience, but they don't respawn as reliably as the cockatrice. So when we're starting this chapter, the way I'm going to do this is I'm not going to do a whole lot in the trade quarter in the beginning. I'm going to go through and clear out the old areas from chapter 2, because there are new things to do in the temple quarter, in the swamp, and the sewers, and things like that.
Quite the dangerous one bearing weapons on your back.
And if you remember the Royal Huntsman from Chapter 1, he's back and he sits over here where you can turn in more monster trophies to him.
Greetings, Witcher.
The outskirts cramping you?
I was ordered back to Vizima. King Foltest is returning soon. In the meantime, I reward those who tend to public nuisances.
Public nuisances?
Rewards for monsters. Got anything?
What pays well?
A huge wolf has appeared in the swamp, and the locals claim wyverns steal their children.
Wyverns don't hunt humans without provocation.
Locals, nothing but trouble. They probably tried to drive the wyverns off.
I killed a huge wolf. Here's its head.
Not on my table, Mr. Geralt. Stinks of disease. Here's 600 orens.
Farewell.
This watchtower is just a little shortcut down to the inn.
Why hurry?
And what's that?
And here are all the new contracts we can do. So, I believe we have enough to fulfill, assuming you did it during the grinding or you had it from previous chapters. I can complete every single one of these contracts right now. The only thing stopping it is that the person to turn the quests into is part of a posh reception, and you can't talk to him until after you finish that quest. But we don't want to do that until we finish everything in the swamp and more side quests in the temple quarter and what have you, and everything like that, because the posh reception will advance the main plot. I believe the one exception is we can turn in the wyvern meat, and that's what the innkeeper wants.
You're most welcome.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
I'm here about the notice.
Yes, the wyvern meat. You have 3 pieces?
I do.
Your coin.
Stand still.
Damn, it's hot in this thing. Fighting or watching?
You're different. How... Have a seat. I'll be with you soon.
So from this point on in the game, you don't really need any of the food. The only thing you really want to hang on to is any strong alcohol you have, or you need to hold on to 5 loaves of bread you're going to need for Chapter 4, but everything else you can just sell for a little bit of extra cash.
Your greeting.
Can I?
You can see I really cleaned out my storage area over here.
What a downpour.
Over here is the Tanner's Square. This is where all the merchants are. This is where I got most of my books. The bookseller is around here somewhere. Gets annoying because people hide when it's raining, so they all bunch up together and I can't see their names.
Those will be muddy.
Some serious rain.
Well, rest assured, he's over here somewhere, but I can't find him right now. Now we're gonna head back to the swamp, and we're gonna take out the other unique monster there, Moa, and then we're gonna start working on all the quests in the swamp area. Get to interact with our favorite people again, the brick makers. So I might be able to take them all on at once now that I have level 5 Ingi with completely upgraded, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm definitely going to quick save. Alright, that went pretty well. So, you can be pretty overpowered now, as long as you have fully upgraded Ingi, especially if you down a Tawny Owl potion, you can pretty much be unstoppable against most enemies that aren't resistant to fire. Now we're off to see the brickmakers. Yeah, looking at it now, I'm definitely over-leveled and gonna hit 50 before the end of this game.
This I like. Wonderful damn.
Greetings. Much has changed. Townsfolk have violated our swamp.
Who are these strangers?
Dry ones.
How dreadful.
They drove off the lumberjacks and many were slain. They carry off our kin. The water lords are angry. Only the druids dare remain in the grove.
Anything else while I was away?
A great battle between a man with a fiery soul and an elven lord.
Who won?
Our lords were victorious. Praise be to them!
May I ask a question?
What?
I heard you're having problems. Drowners again?
Yes, but we have another problem.
Speak, Vesca.
Bandits with salamander badges are forcing my kin to gather herbs.
That's very interesting.
They separate our kin into groups. Armed guards watch them.
Where are they?
I saw one group by the fallen tower. Please help them. I'll reward you. Their boss, Roland Bleinheim, is an evil man. Kill him.
I'll do just that.
I had to come here.
What's wrong?
I can't bring myself to say it.
You seem distressed and scared. Maybe I can help, but you'll have to tell me what's wrong.
My man... he's sick. I have to help him before it's too late. He's a werewolf, and I don't want him killed.
Werewolves are tough to kill, and witchers don't always kill monsters. Whenever possible, we lift curses and spells. How are you planning to help him?
Fat Sophie told me the druids may have a potion I could buy.
That's possible.
Witcher?
The swamp's too dangerous. I'll ask the druids for medicine for you.
Thank you. I'll wait at home. The building opposite the tavern in the slums.
Alright, so first we're going to do is we're going to go to all three areas before we make our way over to the druids camp and take care of the Salamandra that are enslaving the brickmakers. First group is in the caves. One is by the tower. I'm trying to remember where. The third one might be in the lumberjack area.
We are saved. At last.
No, I came on my own. You're free.
Hear that, everyone? We're going home.
Before you go, tell me what you know about Salamandra.
They held us at a camp. One group may be by the old logging area.
Thank you.
This kid right here is the missing kid we couldn't find in the last chapter, so make sure you talk to him before you leave the camp. Or the cave, otherwise you fail the quest.
The messenger of the Lords lifts me from my knees and tears off my chains.
Are you the brickmaker's lost child?
I sat on foreign shores, crying and remembering my fatherland.
So neither druids nor dryads kidnapped you?
Blessed be he who wields a sword against my enemies.
Okay. Hurry home.
Who is above the Lords?
Right. I'll be going.
And over here on this island, over here is a corpse with a family ring on it that we'll need for another little side quest.
Thanks be to the Lords.
You're free.
We wish to reward you.
What is Salamandra doing in the swamp?
They're based at the former non-humans camp. You'd need an army to drive them out.
Thanks, I'll remember that.
Inwed streda came in Kerme. Welcome.
Greetings.
Do my eyes play tricks? Is it Geralt, the famed White Wolf?
Indeed. How do you know me?
I've heard about you from our friend, Mousesack.
I lost my memory and don't remember Mousesack.
A pity. Perhaps I can help, if you stay for a few years.
I must attend to urgent matters.
Yes?
I come on behalf of a woman whose beloved transforms into a werewolf. She wishes to find a cure.
You're a witcher. You should know how to treat lycanthropy.
I may have known once, but I can no longer recall the method.
I know several cures for lycanthropy, though I've not put any to the test myself.
What of a magical cure? An elixir?
I know not how to prepare one. You should question an experienced alchemist. I have heard a shirt made with fool's parsley may help.
Really?
Yes. Gather 5 leaves of fool's parsley and tell the woman to weave them into a shirt. Then her lover should wear it for the night.
Thanks for the advice.
There is also one folk remedy. I'm embarrassed to mention it, but it is said pure, unconditional love changes beasts into men.
I'll remember that, too.
Remember this. Lycanthropy is a disease that penetrates ever deeper. Before endeavoring to remove the curse, you must make sure the werewolf is still a man at heart.
Why?
If he is not, he'll continue the slaughter, even once cured. Remain nothing more than a monster.
I see. I'll try to learn the werewolf's identity.
Yes?
We have mutual friends?
You might say so. My former poker partner, Mousesack, mentioned you. It has been a while since we last met.
I play, so we might sit down to a game sometime.
We could indeed play. They say you're clever. Let's see. Inwed streda kemu in.
And you know where this is going. We get to do another fun round of poker dice.
Yeah.
I know you guys missed seeing this. Truly stunning gameplay. Alright, wasn't as painful as some of the other rounds we've had. Now we're gonna take out that last group over by the collapsed tower, and then we can take out the main camp where the Scoia'tael were in the last chapter.
I'll make you squeal.
What's that? Just in time.
Return home.
May you never suffer drought.
What do you know about Salamandra?
They forced us to gather herbs, make fistek. One group hides in the cave near the old logging area.
Salamandra is involved in the drug trade? Thanks. Return home.
So technically what you're supposed to do is after this, you need to go back to Vaska, report that you freed the 3 groups of villagers, and that you know where the base is, but you can't take it on because there's too many people there, and that you need to go to the druids and have them help you. But as you've clearly seen, at least with the way I've leveled my Geralt, he can easily annihilate most enemies with a few hits of Ingi. That would be the easier way to do it instead of running around bothering other people to help you do it, but you get more experience that way. So if you want the experience, you gotta actually go the way the game recommends you do it. And make sure when you turn in quests to Vaska, you turn in Lost Lamb before you turn in Reaping Time. If you do Reaping Time first, even though you found the kid, it'll fail. So you need to do Lost Lamb first, then Reaping Time.
What?
I found your missing child.
I thank you, White Wolf.
He's hard to understand.
It has been said, whosoever understands the Lords will be solitary among the crowd, for their thoughts flow like the deep waters.
So he's supposed to be that way.
From a drowned woman born, he shall lead those who walk the Lord's path to the underwater kingdom.
I'm glad to help.
What?
I freed all the brickmakers. They confirmed Salamandra's evil deeds.
I thank you for your bravery. If you are to destroy the bandits, seek the Hierophant in the grove. The druids are watching Salamandra.
I'll do that.
I know how best to reward you. I bestow upon you the Water Lord's blessing. You may bathe in the holy waters of the swamp and rejoice.
I feel truly honored, for who is greater than the Water Lords?
Right, now we need to go talk to the Hierophant and get him to help us storm the Salamandra base. And again, as long as you level your character correctly, you could easily do it yourself, but again, quest continuity and additional experience from doing it the way the game wants you to.
Good night. Yes?
Greetings, Honorable Hierophant. Vasca said you might be able to help with the bandits wearing salamander badges.
Welcome, White Wolf. I know what brings you here. I have heard it in the wind and seen it through animal eyes.
You know?
You battled Salamandra, and have saved many from Salamandra's experiments.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot enter their secret base. It is too well guarded, even for you.
Can you help?
Possibly. Their leader wants us to use nature's magic for his purposes. I'll propose a meeting where our chances will be even.
What can I do?
Bring me a psilocybe mushroom. They grow in a cave guarded by cockatrices. I will create a potion to entice the salamanders to meet us. When we meet the salamander leader, I'll help your fight.
So this mushroom's in the back of the cave where the cockatrices are that we grind with, and I already picked it up during the grind. It's all the way in the back, as far back into the cave as you can go, and it's just a pile of mushrooms that you can pick up.
I have the mushroom you wanted.
Excellent. I'll add it to the potion, then send the birds to deliver it.
Is the meeting set?
Yes, we'll leave when you're ready.
You said we'd leave when I was ready.
So, may we depart?
I'm ready.
We are to meet in a clearing. My friend will come too. It's the least I can do to help.
I've never fought alongside a wyvern.
Let's go.
So this is another one of my favorite things to do, is you have to walk with him all the way over there, and he's not going to do it in a hurry. He's just going to nonchalantly mosey his way along there, so this will be a little boring to watch. So I guess I'll try to think of something else to say in the meantime. So after this, we'll pretty much be done in the swamp. We'll head back, and we're going to take the ferry back to the dike, and we'll just start the questing from there. We're going to knock out one side quest on the dike, and then we'll move back into the temple quarter and start dealing with things over there. Everything that we looted in Chapter 2 has pretty much been refilled, so if you really want to, you can run around inside every building and to every area we went to previously, and you can re-loot everything. Although at this point in the game, it's probably not really worth it. Yeah, I can't really think of much else to really tell you at this point. We just gotta wait for this guy to mosey on along over. You do get a nice getting help from the Hierophant, plus defeating the last of the Salamandra with him nets you, I think, a nice 5,000 experience, which is nice at least. I don't think you'd get any of it if you just went and stormed the base immediately. Alright, looks like he's ready.
Be ready, they will soon arrive.
I was born ready.
My flock! Yes?
It's over. The Salamander leader is dead.
We are grateful and will always lend you aid. I return to my brethren. Keep safe.
Alright, that's about it for the swamp. We can head back to the landing.
Good sir. Do you need a boat? What do you want?
Take
time.
Ready? I would.
And we're gonna need to sleep to get the desperate merchant to appear.
The water seaman, sir?
Damn, I'm thirsty.
They say you're a witcher.
They're correct.
And witchers kill beasts for coin?
Generally, yes.
Witcher?
You asked who I was. Have a job for me?
My uncle was slain by swamp monsters. He bore our family ring, which I value greatly. Bring me the ring for 100 orens.
All right, I can do that.
How fortunate to have met you.
I've been to the swamp. I may have recovered your family ring.
Many thanks. Here is your reward.
Farewell.
Nice and easy.
Not enough pay for this.
So a new character took up residence in Raymond Marlowe's house. Since he's deceased now, it's a dentist. I forget what his name is. It's like, it starts with a Z. There he is. Zahin Schmartz. So what he'll want us to do is he'll want us to go around and collect teeth or jaw samples for him. So right now we have one Fletter Fang, one Beast Fang, one Scimitar Jaw, and one Barghest Skull, and he'll take all of that. There are a few more bits and pieces we need to get. I believe his quest will span until chapter 5, because you won't get all the pieces you need until then, and he pays you a decent amount, and it's well worth the experience.
Greetings.
Greetings, dwarf.
No pain in your teeth? Schmartz, Zahin, dentist.
Geralt of Rivia, witcher, immune to cavities.
Right. Witchers slay monsters.
Generally, yes. Dentist too, but rarely.
Because I'm a collector of teeth.
Want more teeth?
Certainly. The rarer the better. I'll pay.
I'll look.
Remember, they needn't be monster teeth. I prefer unique specimens with a story to them.
So I picked up the scimitar jaw from scimitars that will spawn at nighttime in the swamp during the grinding. Barghest skull, you just hang on to it from chapter 1. Fletter fangs, you mostly find them in grave sites. I believe I killed a few fletters when we were in the cemetery in chapter 2. And beast fangs are just wolves, dogs, things like that.
Here's a scimitar jaw.
Powerful teeth for crushing bones and getting at the marrow. The delicacy for corpse eaters. 150 orens.
I've a Barghest skull.
Excellent jaw. 50 orens. I'll have to crush it. My cousin gave me hammers.
Interested in fletter fangs?
Fledders. They have channels for sucking blood. 100 orens. How?
I found some fangs.
I already have those. Damnable cold. A mammoth sneeze once caused me to squeeze a patient's tongue with pliers. I can pay you only 25 orens. Hey.
Now we're going to want to rest until 12 o'clock in the afternoon so we can start another quest over by the hospital. You want to talk to the distressed nurse over here?
I don't feel like talking.
You look very worried.
True. My grandmother, she's...
Is she in pain?
No. Many youngsters would envy Granny's health. She's changed, and dread fills my heart.
Perhaps I can help.
Granny will speak to me only to warn me away from the cellar.
I'll visit her and find out what I can. My help will cost 50 orens.
I'm not wealthy, but Shani spoke of your kindness.
Where does your granny live?
The crossroads near where the peddlers stand.
Farewell.
Oh.
So this grandmother isn't as terrible to deal with as the one that Shani stays with. She does sleep and everything, so you just gotta go and find somewhere to sleep until nighttime and then sneak into her house and go into her cellar. My inventory filled up pretty quick. Guess we'll just run over to the inn and take a nap and store some junk.
Damn it!
This right here is another mutagenic potion you get. It's called, it's the Werewolf's Wrath. The way I play this game, I won't be able to actually get it, and it's alright since the ability it gives you isn't exactly anything amazing or groundbreaking, because you have to kill whoever the werewolf is, and I usually don't kill him because he's a nice guy and I got nothing against him.
Damn it!
And it
Fine.
That's what we do.
Oh, it hurts.
And surprise, surprise, it was a vampire that was controlling her. And now we have to go rest back up until noon the next day so we can talk to the medic and turn it in.
Oh, I'm itching to slap somebody. This place stinks.
Greetings. You've returned safely.
The Hierophant revealed the cure for lycanthropy, but I must know your beloved's name.
I'll not betray my man's identity. I'd rather he stay a werewolf.
Let's hope your loyalty isn't his doom.
So we can't do anything more with her until we figure out who the werewolf is, which will be in quite a bit of time.
You bring trouble.
What's this? Plant?
How's my grandmother?
She'll recover soon. The job proved difficult, but we agreed on 50 orens.
I have the gold. Tell me what happened.
A dangerous creature lived in her basement. It tried to enslave her, but worry no more.
Gods, how horrible.
She'll be fine now she's out of danger.
I thank you. Shani spoke true about you.
No problem.
Alright, next stop is to visit good old Jethro the jailer. We're going to turn in the Arcaspor contract, and he's going to have another mission for us to take care of some drug dealers.
You? We must speak.
About what? You won't toss me into the sewers again.
This is how it works. I describe a job. If you refuse, it's the dungeon for you.
Like to gamble? I do.
Gamble?
I wager I can cut off your nose before you can sneeze again.
A little edgy today, are we? Listen, I know the people with the Salamandra badge have long been after you. I know where they can be found. Deal with them, and your problems are over. And, in the process, you'll help me out, too. How about it?
We'll see. Tell me what you know.
Salamandra has nearly taken control of the drug trade. If no one stands against them...
Why should I care?
They're after you. Destroy them. Take the information you need and return here. Oh, and gather any drugs you find as evidence.
Where do I begin?
An informer spoke of a dealer called Angus who holds some powder. He works in the slums. We must know where he gets his goods. He's often at the tavern. What is it?
I'm here about the notice.
Right. Do you have the juices?
I do.
Splendid. Here's the gold.
Alright, I'm gonna hit level 40. Which is kind of worrying because there's still 2 chapters left after this.
My balls itch.
Go ahead and level up real quick. Yeah, there's not really much to spend anything else on at this point. In regards to silver and bronze, at least. So we got 1 gold. Just go ahead and get mental endurance. You can just be even more ridiculous with Ingy.
Who are you?
No matter. You Angus?
What the fuck does no matter mean?
Alright, so with this guy, if you're rough with him, or if you tell him that the wrong person sent you, he'll just run away and you'll have to go chase after him. If you tell him that Kalkstein sent you to him for Fistek, he'll put you directly into contact with whoever gives him his stuff, but he will charge you 1,500 orens to do it, which of course you don't want to do. So the best thing to do is to just provoke him and follow him home and then kill him.
Play nice, asshole. Who supplies you?
This is way over your head. You're making a big mistake.
Spit it out. Who are your suppliers?
Eat me. I'm out of here. Yeah.
And if you did pay him the 1,500 orens, he would have given you a fake letter of recommendation that would have just gotten you attacked had you tried to meet the supplier. So it's better to just piss him off, follow him back to his house, and then just beat him to death and take his stuff.
You're one stubborn son of a whore. I'll make you regret this.
I asked nicely and got nothing. Maybe this will work.
And of course, the base of operations is in the sewers, as is everything else in this game. So I don't know if you remember from one of the parts many times ago, back when we were still in the sewers, but there were 2 guards guarding a door that you couldn't get into. That's where the drug dealing operation was, but you can't actually get into it until Chapter 3.
Scram!
What's beyond the grate?
Not your concern. Get lost.
Angus said I might score some Fistech here.
Since when does he have friends like you? Give me the password, or we'll tie your balls into a Zeracanian knot.
So, I don't really know how to get the correct answer for this. I just know the correct answer is Thorn. So, just from trial and error.
Thorn.
Come on in. Just don't do anything stupid. And say hello to Angus. Go before I change my mind.
Okay, go in, but no trouble. How much Fistech you want?
£1.
We'll let you know when it's ready. Go see the chemists down the hall, last door on the left. Push 'em, you'll get your goods faster then.
Where's the boss?
Out, supervising transports. Saw him a month ago.
So as long as you give the right password, they won't be hostile to you until you try to mess with some of the important documents in the back. Before things get ugly, you're going to want to find the chief chemist first, and as long as you're nice to him, he'll give you some free stuff.
I'm not sleeping. I'm working, really.
Relax. I'm not here to check on you.
Please don't tell them I was sleeping. They'll beat me.
Don't worry, I won't tell.
Thanks. Take this. It's a recipe. I found it among their papers.
So, while we already have this, it's still nice because you can sell it for some, like, 80 orans or something, which is always nice. Now that we got that, we're gonna go mess with the chest and then piss everyone off, and then it's just gonna be one giant massacre in here.
Stay alert. Move it. No one's allowed here except us.
Touch.
bastard!
And now we'll just run around the base and kill everyone. So between this royal letter of safe conduct, this encrypted document, and this letter from Gillert Blindheim, all three of these pieces are needed to advance the Apache reception quest, which is why we haven't bothered starting it yet, because we needed all this paperwork first.
Die, bastard! Take that! Die, bastard! You dare challenge
Just want to loot this drawer. Oh, looks like the city guard already came in and wiped out everyone. This area is nice and easy. Salamandras don't prove much of a threat. Just try and pick up as much as you can. There's going to be too much stuff to carry it all back. I always find it funny that occasionally you can hear the Imperial Guards whistling, or the guards whistling the Imperial March from Star Wars.
Good work, Witcher. A few people died, but I'll turn a blind eye.
Self-defense.
Well done. The community is better without their kind. Back to business. Where hides the Fizztech producer?
Gellert's the one responsible.
Great. I will secure the evidence and the drugs. For the public good, of course. You deal with Gellert.
Excellent plan. Perhaps I should kill everyone involved in trafficking Fizztech? Or maybe I inform Vincent you're seizing goods.
What riles you? You got all you wanted.
That's the only reason I'm still talking to you. But don't give me any more orders. Is that clear?
As a bell. But we still must deal with Gellert.
Fizztech softens your brain. I'll do it.
Get ready, Geralt.
Don't worry about me. I have my potions.
Okay, before we finish what's left in the sewer, I'm gonna run back and store some stuff since my inventory is full.
not as empty as my purse.
Sir,
can I have...
As you... I should give him an IOU.
And back to the sewers. We're going to explore the trade quarter section of the sewers that was locked off to us in the previous chapter.
Quite the rain.
So the most notable section in the trade quarter is going to be an old elven ruin. It's going to be important in the later in this chapter, but for now it's just going to be another good place to go to pick up a few items we'll need. And it's also a great spawn location for certain monsters. So this will take us back to the trade quarter when we want to. And these drowners are always annoying. Another reason why I love Ingi, you can just one-shot them all. So we got more guaranteed flutter spawns here. We got some ghouls, and I'll just grab this real quick. And the best thing is that an Alp will spawn back here reliably every time you rest at the campfire, and we need Alp teeth, both one for the dentist and a few for the next chapter. Which also gives pretty decent experience. I'm gonna go ahead and kill her a few times to make sure I have enough teeth for the next chapter. Alright, that should be enough. We need 1 for the dentist and 5 for the next chapter. And of course I could just kill them in the next chapter, but I like doing things as easily as possible, and since we're already going to be here later, might as well just do it. That's another teleport that can take you around the place, but we don't need it right now. Oh right, I forgot. We need to take that teleport anyways. So we're finally going to start. I'm sure as you saw when we were in the Druid Grove, Yavin was still hanging out there, and even though he's probably going to be upset with us for helping the Order previously, he'll still let us help him again, so we'll go ahead and do that. So over here is where you'll see all the really big bad necrophages. Oh wow, there's a lot of them here. You get all the scimitar jaws and Algul marrow and blood you need. But again, fire makes short work of all necrophages. Sorry about that loud noise, that was my phone ringing. Always getting junk calls that have nothing to do with me. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'm pretty sick when it comes to phone calls, because it seems like the amount of times you actually get a phone call of someone you actually want to talk to is slim to none. It's usually just scams and stuff like that. Most of the time, if your number isn't even in my contact list, I won't pick it up and just let the answering machine get it.
The Knights of the Order decimated us when we battled in the swamp. I know you had a hand in that.
Yet you're alive.
I still hope you'll come to understand who you are and choose the righteous path.
Who would you say I am?
You're no human, Geralt. Sooner or later the Order will remind you of that.
We'll see.
In due course.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you with your elves?
The Druid's Grove acts as a sanctuary where I can quietly think, lay plans. My going to Vizima presents an unnecessary risk. Part of the unit inside Vizima is accomplishing plenty.
Have any jobs for me?
I have a mission for you. One not entirely related to the struggle for freedom.
Yavin, cut to the chase.
We have learned that the ruins of an elven temple have been found in the sewers beneath Vizima. Not surprising, given the city was erected on elven foundations. We think Lara Dora may have been there, and may have left something behind.
Who?
You will learn everything if you agree to help. I sent a unit there, but I fear something has gone wrong. I need you to find out what happened.
I'll see what I can do.
Wonderful.
Farewell.
Before we finish, or before we do Echoes of Yesterday, you're going to want to talk to Siegfried and start his quest 6 Feet Under. Both of these quests are a little tricky to do. You have to make sure you complete both before you do a Posh Reception. If you do a Posh Reception and then you do one or the other, you'll only be able to do one or the other, and the other one will get locked out, and you'll be forced to complete another quest without finishing the other one. Even if you are dead set on siding with either the Order or the Scoia'tael, again, it's from a gameplay perspective, it's always nice to have both quests done for the experience and the rewards. And if you're role-playing a neutral Witcher, it would make sense you'd play both sides and help both of them.
Damn it!
How can I help you?
I have Alp things.
Interesting. Alps inject anesthetic into their victims. Perhaps I can extract it. Maybe I can synthesize an anesthetic that wouldn't aggravate my allergies. 150 orens.
Greetings.
Greetings.
We defeated the Skyatel in the swamp. A triumphant victory.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm training new recruits. Any suggestions?
They're doing fine against dummies.
When I'm finished, these recruits will be unbeatable.
Why are you here?
I'm wondering about the introduction of martial law. I must prepare my unit. I need other assistance, however.
With what?
People disappearing in the town cemetery. Go investigate.
Is there payment?
Certainly. Besides the order's gratitude.
I'll go look.
I'll pray for you.
Know anything about the cemetery?
Only that people truly fear to venture there, for ghouls abound. The cemetery cannot be inaccessible to the townsfolk.
Bye.
Ashes to ashes.
Bites, scratches, bones crushed for the marrow. The work of ghouls. No bites, only puncture wounds and cuts. Dagger marks.
Delicious. Ooh, where are my manners? Never seen a ghoul before?
Not one that talks.
I hate to boast, but I am exceptional. My kin prefer growling.
I found some human corpses.
Hey, not my work. I don't eat live ones. I'll tell you who's to blame if you spare my life.
So you can just assume this ghoul is responsible and kill him and turn in the quest, and you will complete the quest, but it's not the correct answer because the ghoul is actually telling the truth. He's not the one who's been killing people.
Agreed.
The pointy-eared ones. They rob graves and sneak about.
Whoever's in their way, they kill.
And your group leaves them alone?
Well, they taste terrible, and they bring us food.
Thanks. Now shove off.
Be seeing you.
What do you seek here, Witcher?
Murderers.
Then visit the city. It's inhabited by a criminal race. We fight to survive. Humans only comprehend force, and thus will we talk to them.
I doubt you'll live long.
You threaten us, Dwan? But no, 6 ape people, including women and children, remain inside the crypt, with the ghouls. Kill us, and you'll never reach them in time. Aid them, and we'll be free. Choose, mutant.
I always choose to rescue the people because it just makes more sense. Since you're a Witcher, you're supposed to save people. Even though the Scoia'tael get away, it's still better in my opinion to save the humans. That and Siegfried approves, so I'm all for approval.
What? You saved us from certain death. Thank you. The elves left us to the monster's mercy.
I'm afraid your friends are dead.
We heard terrible screams down those corridors. The monsters must have...
I've killed most of them. The passage should be clear. Get out of here.
Thanks be to Melitele, and may you be blessed.
I'm listening.
I dealt with the cemetery issue, but...
What happened?
Besides the talking ghoul, the Scoia'tael played a role, robbing graves and slaying anyone in their path.
A talking ghoul? Perhaps you've taken one elixir too many. Be serious now.
I saved the humans thrown to the ghouls, but the murderers fled.
Eternal fire, like a true knight. Fret not. My units will catch the murderers.
I don't understand.
You saved innocence. No greater good could you have done. You deserve a bonus. I'm proud of you.
Had you just killed the ghoul, you would have only gotten 2,500 experience and 200 orans. And if you had just killed the Scoia'tael, would have been 3,500 experience, but you only would have gotten 100. And then saving the innocents is the best of both worlds. You get 4,500 experience and 400 orans. I'm all for doing the right thing, especially when you get the most experience and the most money for it. Now we'll go ahead and deal with the other Blindheim brother. He should be down here. forgetting where I'm supposed to go. I hate drowners. This is chapter 1. They may have actually at some point been a threat, but at this point they're just really annoying. You just burn them down pretty much.
I'll have your balls.
Alright, and that should be the last document we need. Now we're gonna run back over and finish up Yavon's little quest he gave us. I think the drowners may have finally gotten the hint. And I spoke too soon.
Who the hell are you? Didn't I see you speaking to Yavon at the camp?
Yavon sent me to see what happened to you.
A witcher? We're lucky you came.
Meaning?
We're after elven artifacts. Got into the temple, but once there, I felt a terrible cold and heard a cry. One of my people exploded. Then some thing attacked another of my companions. Only those you see here survived. Slay that thing, whatever it is. You'll be generously rewarded.
I'll try.
Now we just need to run in here and find out what killed his men and take care of it. What a surprise, it's another vampire. This time it's a Bruxa, though, which can be pretty dangerous if you're not leveled properly. Or if you don't have a decent inky.
Witcher, you alive?
That was worth more than you can imagine.
Yavon will pay your price.
Interesting. We found nothing.
Thanks, and farewell.
Kedmil, thank you for your help, Wolf.
My payment?
300 orens. And forget what you saw, Dwan.
And since Yavin came through there, the teleporter no longer works, which sucks because I would have liked to have used it. I'm gonna do 2 more things before I wrap up this episode. I know this one's been going for a pretty long time. I'm gonna turn in the quest to Jethro for killing both of the Blindheim brothers, and I'm going to turn in the head of Moa. And then that'll probably be it for this episode. We did a lot this episode, so.
Your reputation precedes you.
Meaning?
5 monsters lie dead, worth a reward. This runic stone should be useful.
Farewell.
Greetings.
What pays well?
Wyvern. Look.
I killed an old female wyvern. Here's proof.
600 orens is yours.
What pays well?
Look.
Tell me more.
Ask.
Farewell.
What was I supposed to do?
What is it?
I killed the drug lord.
Strange, admitting to a guard you killed a human? I jest. You've done well. Now, take your payment and go.
Maybe you should disappear.
Me? I don't get it.
Deal Fistek again, and I'll make sure you're never found.
Okay, don't worry. I'm a law enforcement officer.
Farewell, Jethro. Remember what I said.
Did you see the Grandmaster?
Curses!
Damn it!
Alright, sorry for not talking. I had to step away for, well, I was trying to take a phone call while doing this at the same time. So, that about wraps everything up here, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.